Hello everyone and welcome to a calculator programming tutorial. Today we're going to be covering lesson 1, outputs. We're going to be covering how to print out text, numbers, and the answers to mathematical equations. So let's get started. The first program that you're going to want to learn how to write is called the Hello World program. This is the program that everyone starts with pretty much no matter the programming language. What this is going to do is it's just going to have the program print the words Hello World to the screen. To edit a program, you're going to want to press the Edit button, which can be reached through F2. In order to print out text in a program, you're going to want to surround the text with quote marks. So in order to do that, you're going to want to press the Shift and then the Alpha key. And what this is going to do is it's going to lock you in alpha key option. So ordinarily, you're just typing whatever key is on the actual button. And then if you press Shift, then you're selecting the option that's above the button in, try to focus this, in gold. And then if you are in the alpha mode, which you can see because of the big capital A cursor, then the option that's above the key in red will be typed. So as you can see, the option above 4 that's in red is a P. So if I type 4 while I'm in alpha mode, that's going to press P. So you can always get out of alpha by pressing the alpha key, and that'll just bring you to the normal mode. If you press alpha, like normal, and then you press another key, then it will automatically return to normal as well. But if you press Shift Alpha, then you will be locked in alpha mode until you press alpha again. So let's surround some text with quote marks, shall we? So we're going to type Hello World surrounded by quote marks. This program will print out Hello World, so we are just going to take some quote marks. I have my quote marks here, and I moved my cursor so that I'm typing in between them, and I'm just going to write Hello World. Oops. That does not say Hello World. It says Hello World. So I have exited out of the program by pressing exit. And now, in order to run the program, I'm going to press the EXE button, which is F1, or I can just press the EXE button down here. So I'm going to do that, and there we go. I've printed out Hello World to the screen. So you're probably wondering, okay, great, I can type capital letters, but what if I want to type lowercase letters? Well, luckily, there are options for that as well. So let's erase this, except the H, because the H should be capitalized. And let's go to Shift Alpha again to get us back into alpha mode, which is used to type letters. And then let's get F5, because as you can see by the icon here, this will convert uppercase letters to lowercase letters. So if you press F5, note the change in cursor. That means that I'm currently typing lowercase letters. And that means that I can type Hello World. And again, in order to type letters, you just type the key with the appropriate letter above it in red. I'm also going to add a comma here, which can be achieved just by unpressing alpha, because that gets you out of alpha mode and into normal mode. And you press the comma key over here, and that will get me a comma. So, there we go. We have much better grammar now. So it's great and everything that we can print out words, but what if we want to print out something else, like, say, numbers? Well, we can do that, but there's a special rule for numbers that you don't need to surround them with quote marks. You can just type them normally. So, for example, I'm going to type 7. Then I'm going to print this out, and it prints out 7. Also, when numbers are printed out, they are aligned to the right side of the screen instead of to the left side. So note that when I said, let's say, hi, then it went to the left side, but if I do 7, then it will align to the right side. And I'm not actually sure the reason for this. It's just a design choice that the creators of the calculator made.
But, like, yeah, I don't know why they made that choice.
So, we know that we can print out numbers, but it's actually not just limited to numbers. We can also print out expressions. So, for example, if I want to print out 4 plus 3, I can print out 4 plus 3, which is 7. And again, this is an expression, so it's aligned to the right side of the screen. And you can do this with really any expression that you want. So, like, let's say that. I just print out the square root of 81, and that's going to be 9. So I'd actually like to point out that when you're printing out, say, a number, like, say, 7, you're not really telling it, hey, here's a number, print that out. What you're really telling the program is to evaluate the expression 7 mathematically and then print out the answer. And then just like how 4 plus 3, for example, evaluates to 7, 7 also evaluates to 7. It's less obvious because there are no mathematical functions, but it is still a mathematical
Equation.
It's like getting the input of an equation and outputting a number. It's just that the equation and the number are the same thing. Okay, so great. We can print out things. But what if we want to print out two different things? Well, what we can do is we can say, print this thing out, and then print the other thing out. So for example, let's say we want to print out hello, and then on the next line, we want to print out world. So what we want to really say is print hello, and then print world. So what we're going to do is we're going to type the command to print hello. So it's going to be hello in quote marks. And then we're going to press EXE, which is the equivalent of the enter key on a calculator. And so that's going to make a new line. And on the next line, we're going to type world. And so now we have the calculator is basically being told, print out hello, and then print out world. And it knows to do it on the next line because you can't see it, but at the end of every print command, it's like automatically saying, go to the next line. So as you can see, that runs. So basically, it's being told, print out hello, and then start a new line. And then it's being told, print out world, and then start a new line. And if I printed something else out after this, then it would show up on the third line. This does work a little differently for numbers, though. Because for numbers, let's say I wanted to, after that, I wanted to print out 5 plus 6, so that's going to be equal to 11. So if I print that out, it prints out hello, and then it prints out 11. And that's, again, because I'm saying print out hello, and then print out the sum of 5 and 6. But the thing is that numbers and pieces of text, they're called strings, we'll learn more about them later. Numbers and strings are actually outputted differently. So you might have noticed, because of the thing where when you output a string, it's aligned left, and when you output a number, it's aligned right. That is because you're saying, print out this number to the number place. The best way I can think of to describe it is it's a sort of slot that only one number can fit in. So let's say, for example, we have, let's say we want to print out 2 plus 3. Then if we print that out, only 5 will show up, because what's happening is it's saying, print out hello. Okay, fine, it prints out hello. And then it prints out 5 plus 6 to the number slot. So that's 11. So then that gets printed to the number slot. And then right after, it gets 2 plus 3, print that to the number slot. And then that overwrites the 11 that was already in the number slot, so only 5 shows up. There are ways to get around this, most notably with the program F5, which is this symbol. We'll learn more about that in a future lesson. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed that lesson. Practice exercises are in the description, and have a wonderful day.